Man, day 3 of having no Monster Energy. I'm starting to only see a few different colors. I can't smell anymore. I've lost hearing in my right ear. I have a fever of 140 degrees and I'm starting to feel numb in my right leg. Hopefully we get some soon. So, I know I have not made a very clear video about all this. I've posted plenty of times on social media talking about the turbo and how it's blown, but I haven't actually made a video on it yet. So today, first, I've got a little, actually not even a little issue. Why do I still have a Z? I have not been in my garage to work. The other day, I started working on my suspension. I had intended on replacing all of my steering rack bushings. All of the bushings turned out to be pretty much brand new. After I did that, I realized that all of this play that's been in my front wheels has been because of the inner and outer tie rods. Something I did try and do was install a rack spacer, but it already has rack spacers. I can show you guys in a little bit, but the biggest thing right now, the biggest issue that this car is having is it has a lot of play in the inner and outer tie rods, which is making each wheel move independently back and forth, and that's very sketchy, and that's a big reason why this car has been so incredibly hard to drift. Okay, so everything's back on. I do want to show you guys. This is the play that is in the inner and outer tie rod alone. That's without moving the other wheel at all. So this is independent movement of each wheel by itself. So that can cause a lot of snap movements in any direction, and that's very scary. So that'll have to be addressed. Most likely it's this little ball joint that's there that connects the outer tie rod to the inner. So, that's a mess, but shouldn't be a hard fix at all. I'm gonna see if I can get it to do what it's been doing. I'm sure I can because it does it every time I drive. This is gonna be my first startup in like a week, 2 weeks on the 85, so. Pretty warmed up, so I'll do a couple pulls and we'll see it go to boost. It should go to about 23 pounds of boost, and then for some reason after it gets warmed up it only goes to like 1 or 2 pounds, obviously indicating that something's wrong with the turbo. And I should point out that there is also oil sitting at the bottom of the downpipe. Okay, nope, you know what? It's not even building boost now. It used to be that it would, and then it wouldn't after the oil got hot enough, but maybe there's enough damage to the turbo now to where it just doesn't spool. Let's try it again. Yep, 5 PSI, a lot of smells, and definitely some burning oil. Yep, it's not even trying. Man, what's going on, dude? I wanted to do a couple little skids. Yep, 0 power. Nope, no boost. All right, I guess we'll go home and see what's going on. We've got to take the turbo out and most likely rebuild it. It's still burning a little bit, you can see it. Everybody thought for the longest time it was the heat wrap, and heat wrap usually does smoke for a while, but not like this. There's obviously a lot of oil being burned. Thankfully Comp is awesome, and they're like, you know what, just send us your center housing, or send us the entire turbo, and we'll get it fixed for you, no problem. It sucks spending all this time and money on a car and just everything breaking all at once, especially since I had so many events that I wanted to drive, which is also why I bought a Z, but that Z also had a blown motor, so that's cool. So we'll definitely end up getting this fixed. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the turbo off. We're gonna try and diagnose some stuff. And I gotta say, cars are like relationships. A lot of them, you start off by thinking you're gonna be together forever, and you say a lot of things that you don't mean. After a lot of really dumb things happen, and after a lot of money spent and a lot of time spent, sometimes you're just like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should just move on. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. That is definitely how I'm feeling. Now I've waited about an hour, so it's pretty warm. I can definitely easily work on that. I don't want anyone jumping to any conclusions saying that, you know, it's comp's fault, it's this or that. It's a journal bearing turbo. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. The most unlikely situation is that it's my motor. Sometimes your motor can have low oil pressure, which then gives low oil pressure to the turbo. That could have happened to any journal bearing turbo. It is weird that it did happen this early, but it happened. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the feed right quick. Hopefully don't make too much of a mess, but there shouldn't be anything left in there. So this is bored to a little over 65 thousandths, and that, I wanna say it's the minimum, but it's the minimum to where the turbo should be okay. Journal bearings usually just drink oil, and they usually are okay with just having like a straight feed. Again, it should absolutely not have killed the turbo because it is the correct size, but we might end up drilling it out a little bit more to give it a little bit bigger of a feed so that it can always have a little more oil. I'm gonna go ahead and take the compressor housing off and start trying to figure out how I can slide off the CHRA. Yeah, man, check this out. That is a lot of play. Okay, that actually was a lot easier than I thought. There's a couple really hard to reach bolts in there. This is actually super tight. I've never seen the inside. Like, I've never held the inside of a turbo before, and this is the entire sensor housing. I wish Victoria was here, but she out there getting her nails did. She getting her damn nails did, so she gonna look so good. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be looking for. Obviously, there's a lot of play. I know that that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Obviously, you know, yeah, it's a good one. It's got a mild deviation in the middle septum of the you know, the re-centering bearings. I like that it looks like a 762. Actually, that's way better than a 762. That's a big boy. Anyways, check this out. You might be able to see it pretty well, but there's a lot of like the residue. See, there's some like discoloration at the bottom of that downpipe. That's oil, and then you can see the residue with that V band. It's also very nasty. See if I can get you under the car. You can see at the very bottom, it's like wet and just gross. That's all oil. So that's really cool. For now, Clutch and I are gonna go for a little ride in a car that actually does build boost and that doesn't have any problems. Isn't that right, bud? High five for cars that work right. Yeah, good boy. Clutch, this is my favorite car. Is this your favorite car? Oh my God. It's like, yeah, I love it outside. Ready for some boost? Boost? Ready for boost? Ready? Ready? Sit down. Yeah! Yeah, so fun, huh? Look at this kid, dude. You have to learn the hard way that you shouldn't be doing that, man. Ready? Boost. That was so sick, huh? Hey, high five. Yeah. Some people have said this lately, and I honestly, I'm kind of definitely down for it. There are some driving roads, like some, not a lot, but there are driving roads around me. Would you guys be like down to just watch me hoon this car? Like just really, really have some fun, do some like mountain style, like toge style driving on some back roads. Clutch, do you think that'd be a good idea? You having fun? Are you having fun? Well, that's dangerous. How about no? That looks like, when the Subaru runs, that looks like a good rally road. Damn, let's go. I need to get you one of those car seats. I need to get you one of those seats that you can just like chill in. I could like strap you to the back of the seat just like this. You could just chill. Speak. Stop, Dad. Okay, that works, dude. All right, let's go. Let's go home. Mommy, I went for a ride. Oh, and is that our new hats? Our new trucker hats?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's so tight.
Looks so good.
I love it. But, you know, I have no idea. But anyways, the 1JZ will live again, and we will get it drifting once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. We are going to be finishing up the Z this week, the motor at least, so we'll be able to have some fun, get the diff welded, and get it prepped for as much sending as possible. Thank you for watching. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.